Good evening. Thank you for joining us. This is Nationwide. We're live in Abuja. I'm Ruth Aguele. Welcome. Let's start with update on COVID-19. 91 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. The figures released by NCDC indicates that 43 are from Lagos, 8 Sokoto, 6 in Taraba, Kaduna and Gombe, 5 cases each. Ondo, FCT, Oyo, Rivers and Bauchi states have 3 new cases each, while Oshun has 2, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Ebonyi and Kebbi have 1 case each of the new reported cases. With this development, as at 11:50 p.m. on the 26th of April, there are 1,273 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Nigeria, 239 recovered from the infection, while 40 dead. President Muhammadu Buhari will address the nation today, Monday at 8 p.m. in the evening, of course. Television, radio and all the electronic media stations are enjoined to hook up to the network services of the Nigerian Television Authority and Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, respectively, for the broadcast. Let's give you update in Ondo now. 3 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Ondo State. Now, that is apart from the infected police officer who came into the state capital, Abuja, Lagos. Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, who announced this, said the security at the state boundaries will be heightened to resist incidents of community transmission. Let's hear from Olubukola Aduwo.
Announcing the 3 new cases of COVID-19 in the state on his Twitter handle, Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu said the number of coronavirus pandemic patients in Ondo State is now 6. One of the 3 new cases, the governor said, is one of the suspected killers of late Mrs. Funke Olakunrin, daughter of Pa Ruben Fashoranti. He announced that contact tracing of police officers and others in the SARS facility where the accused person was kept has commenced and the specimens collected for testing. Describing the manner in which the infected police officer came into the state from Lagos State as reckless, Governor Akeredolu explained that the officer was tested of COVID-19 in Lagos, but out of his own volition traveled to Akure while awaiting the result of the test. The policeman later went back to Lagos for treatment after his test returned positive. He alleged that he waited in vain to be picked up by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, in Lagos before he decided to move back to Akure to seek treatment. In the meantime, a professor of virology and immunology at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Professor Abayomi, has said that viruses cannot be completely wiped out as their reservoir can also lead to resurgence. Professor Abayomi Adebayo stressed that various measures to contain the spread of the deadly virus should be strictly enforced by government. In Akure, Olubukola Aduwo, NTA News.
Katsina Governor Aminu Bello Masari says out of 287 samples collected from suspected COVID-19 patients in Katsina State, 227 were released, in which 30 samples confirmed by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. The governor stated this while giving an update on the situation during a media briefing in the state. Let's hear from Awal Haliro.
Katsina State has recorded additional 9 cases of COVID-19. With the newly confirmed cases, the state has 30 positive cases of the dreaded disease in 6 local government areas of the state, with 1 death. Governor Aminu Bello Masari reiterated that 44 samples were still pending, 20 were to be recollected, while results of 16 samples are being awaited.
It's very, very important that you draw the attention of the people of the importance of cooperating, social distance, wearing of masks, avoiding gatherings, avoiding hand greetings. And I'm sure with the determination, with sincerity of purpose, we will win the war against COVID-19.
Governor Aminu Bello Masari said for now 20 confirmed cases are on admission at the Federal Medical Center Katsina and the General Ahmadu Rimi Specialist Hospital, and the newly confirmed 9 cases were also admitted on Sunday. The governor appealed to the people of the state to abide by the stay-at-home directive to guide against the spread of the coronavirus pandemic. Awal Haliru, NTA News.
And it's sad news in Osun State as they record 2 deaths from the coronavirus from the new confirmed cases in the state. Governor Boyega Oyetola made this known in Oshogbo while addressing journalist Femi Afariogun. Reports that with the 2 deaths recorded in the state, currently the state has 13 active cases.
The 2 deaths are the first to be recorded from COVID-19 in Osun State since the discovery of the index case about a month ago. 3 health workers are also among those that have tested positive to the virus in the state.
Sadly, 2 of the cases are dead. One in Ife and the other one in Ede. Of the 12 cases, 6 are returnees from Benin Republic.
Governor Boyega Oyetola is not happy with the way people are sneaking into Osun State despite the lockdown, attributing it to a high number of cases now recorded in the state.
We want to appeal to our security agencies to please do their work. Henceforth, we will not allow lorries claiming to transport foodstuff to come at night. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to our residents to stop encouraging families and friends from outside the state to return home. Doing so will further endanger the lives of those in the state.
With the discovery of additional 2 cases, Osun State now has 13 active cases of COVID-19. In Oshogbo, Femi Afariogun, NTA News.
Respiratory droplets, experts say, are now a potent and lethal means of transmitting coronavirus. This threat to health has prompted an advocacy for the use of face masks to help in the prevention and containment of the spread of COVID-19. Now, riding on this wave, the Nigerian government has strongly advised citizens to protect themselves accordingly. So how are Nigerians responding to this great call of necessity? And does the demand meet the supply? Oluseyi Adiagbo on Fact-Finding Mission brings us some answers.
Since the outbreak of coronavirus, the use of face masks has become a necessity for most countries of the world. While some countries like China are enforcing the use of face masks as a matter of government policy, Nigeria is adopting a risk-based approach in offering recommendations for the use of masks.
We said we are recommending. We also said that it does not have to be hospital grade mask. It doesn't have to be medical grade or surgical grade. You can make your own.
While some Nigerians are having no reservation getting the masks, others are having challenges towing the line. This, they say, is a result of the financial burden it brings.
What of your nose cover? I don't have money to buy. I'm at the hustle money to get.
If you cannot afford to buy this, you can use your handkerchief that is clean. If it's not clean, you can wash it, use soap, wash it very well.
There is also the question of supply, meeting the demands given the size of the Nigerian population. In response to this call, local manufacturers have jumped on board the ship in meeting with demands of facial masks. One of those bridging the gap in supplies of surgical masks for medical professionals is Dr. Nando Dufa, a former Chief Medical Director, University of Abuja Teaching Hospital.
It kills bacteria, it kills microbes. That is any infection, whether virus or bacteria that lands on it. It kills it. It's just made locally. One thing that is reusable.
On the other hand, the creativity of Nigerians is soaring even in these old times, as some citizens are improvising to protecting themselves. Fashionistas have also taken their craft to a whole new level with the production of face masks in different designs using local sourced fabrics.
Because the input is not so much, it's going to create employment, it's going to help people keep safe. I see a very good prospect in it because you get to even get an opportunity to express your creativity.
We take Still at the battlefront in the quest to ending the surge of COVID-19, Nigerians have been enjoined to cooperate with the process by adhering strictly to stipulated guidelines in winning the war against coronavirus. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTO News.
Well, necessity is the mother of all invention, you say. And Aba, the commercial hub of the state, has been locked down on the result of COVID-19. Even the popular Ariaria International Market, one of the largest in the West African, is devoid of any activity. As a result of this, Aba is more or less a shadow of itself. Let's hear from Beauty Ehubamian.
Before COVID-19, Aba was a hive of activities in commerce and industry with artisans all over the place. But in about a month now, with the lockdown following COVID-19, Aba is now a ghost town.
I don't think people are traveling because if you look at the park, it's been a lockdown.
The situation has further been compounded by the curfew imposed on the city by government, which has made access to the city almost impossible. The implication of this is that even markets for basic food items have been affected.
The price of things are very, very high. The food stuff like rice, like gari, it is on the high side. We are finding it very difficult. We, the Nigerians, are crying out for help from the government. Before the rush was 450 naira. It was less for gari, but now it's 700 naira.
In all this, the thriving business in Aba is the production of face masks, which has become a source of livelihood for many traders and artisans.
We will supply it to people, the hospital, the church, and other individuals. Have the one of 15 naira and of 100 naira.
We are doing this, producing this face mask in order to help Nigerians, Abia as a whole.
In light of the present situation, residents of Aba are hopeful that in no distant time, the city will bounce back. In Aba, Beauty Ehubamian, NTA News.
Let's join Dotun to find out how Lagos is doing. Dotun, what's happening in Lagos?
Oh, thank you, Ruth. Lagos is keeping faith with the lockdown, and in line with that, it was after due consultations with health experts and policy makers on stringent measures to stop the spread of coronavirus in Lagos State that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu declared that residents must appear in public wearing face masks. Adeola Komiakere reports on the level of compliance on the takeoff day, Monday, 27th April. Hello, Adeola.
Thank you, studio. The wearing of face masks in public is now possible in order to interrupt the spread of the coronavirus in the current epicenter, which is Lagos. This is, however, not an excuse to violate the lockdown order currently in place, as Governor Sanwo-Olu kicks off Max Up Lagos. Already, residents who have to go out for one reason or the other were
All right, that's the much we can take at this time. Let's join the daily briefing by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. The news will continue afterwards.